Hey guys, how's it going? This is Smerdzy. Welcome back to the Let's Play. This is like the second time I've done this video. Unfortunately, I just recorded about 15 or 20 minutes worth of footage and I decided, wait, let me just go back and check to see what I've done, see if it's all working. I went back, checked, and there was no audio. My mic, yet again, has been playing up. So, here's something for you. Don't buy a Blue Yeti because they're not working. Even though it is quite an amazing mic. It's just having troubles now. And my keyboard, I'm testing it out right now and I have this weird sticky keys and right now it's not moving. So I'm going to be right back and see what the heck is going on with my everything and then we'll try play and do some recording. So I'll be right back when I've fixed everything. And we're back. I think it might have just been my keyboard was out of batteries. I'm not sure, but that's kind of strange because I don't know, keyboards never really need to be replaced with batteries. Like they last so long, but it seems to be okay for now. But I'm really kind of annoyed, but at the same time relieved because the 15 minutes I recorded probably weren't the best 15 minutes I could have used for time. So I'll just sum up what really happened. We have a yellow sheep. His name's George and he's just going to live here and this is our pet George and he will be ours. So that's, yeah. So I wanted to experiment with sheep. If you could dye them, shear them, and then I wanted to see what color wool they would grow back. So I dyed George here yellow, sheared him, went away, came back, and I wanted to see what color wool he would grow back. And he grew back yellow. So that's amazing news for us because off camera I have been collecting and storing up my varieties of wool here, as you can see. So we're gonna have lots of different colored Georges and they'll be everywhere. So he's gonna stay out the front here by himself. We might give him a partner, maybe a different color. Actually, I wonder what would happen if you bred two different colored sheep. What color sheep you'd get? Would you get a mixture? So like if you dyed a green and a yellow, or if you dyed a red and a yellow, would you get an orange? I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. But I sheared him a couple times and we got 6 yellow wool, so he gives more yellow wool than the dye, so it's so worth it. And all I wanted was the wool, so it's going to be good. Now I did actually renovate, well not renovate, but I'm starting to floor out what will be the future cave. So where we are right now is just sort of a temporary thing. And also this, I figured out if you just casually slip in, you take damage, but if you jump, if we can jump in there, jump over it. How do we do this? Jump back here? Oh, I fell. Yeah, see, if you hit the ledge and fall in, you take damage. But if you manage to jump down smoothly, like I did not do, the water seems to just catch you really well, and you take nothing. So here is what I was doing. So I actually recorded myself doing this, but like I said, the recording wasn't good. No audio, no nothing. So this is just going to be a path, and we're actually going to make it 9 wide rather than 5 wide because I want to have a special kind of path. So it'll be planks, logs, and on the logs will be a fence, and then on the other side will be the planks again. Actually, I think I put fences on the logs. Yeah, that's right. So there'll be the logs here with fences, and we'll have a 5 wide walking space, and then the 7 wide outside too will be fences, and then there'll be more planks on the other side of those as well. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be nice and wide, and I think we're making it 5 high, so it might be this high. And we'll have a nice ceiling. We'll have wooden planks or slabs, depending on what I feel like. Maybe even sandstone for some areas. And we might have some nether brick as well. And we can use leaves for lighting and everything. So it's going to look really nice when it's all done. But that's not what I came to do. Today, we're going to be trying to try and capture some sheep. And we're going to put them in a pen. in here, but that's where I wanted to know where I should store the sheep. So obviously we're going to have to think about how we're going to get them in. We'll just lure them in with wool, or if I was smart and didn't use up the slime balls, we could have made leads and drag them in, but I didn't want to be cruel, and I don't think that would have been a good use for slime balls. So I turned those slime balls into sticky pistons. So that's all the slime we had. Now we have none. So I think we're just going to have to use wheat and lure them in. Look at this. Every time I get in bed, it's like a glitch. I don't know. It's kind of cool. So we're going to have to lure them in somehow. We're going to have to get the wheat, but we need somewhere to put them first. And I was thinking about here, but I've decided I'm going to make more farms in here. So we're going to have carrots, potatoes, cocoa beans, and what else was there? I don't know. We'll just have those down here as well. So it'll be a bigger wheat farm, slightly, maybe half the size of this for carrots and potatoes as well. So they might share the 4-length block row thing. Okay. Now we might need a building area first of all for these guys, because I don't know. Oh yeah, I turned the coal and redstone into blocks so we'd have more space. So I did say that in the previous recording, but I didn't record. So okay, now we need dyes. I won't take them with me. So we're just going to go find an area outside to store these guys. I was thinking in here, but we're putting the trees around, and eventually they're going to come right up to the walls here. So eventually we might make an underground area outside here and put them down in the ground. I'm not sure how that's going to work. So for now, what we're going to do, is that the silk touch shovel? Dang it. Okay, I'll switch shovels. Okay, so this is going to be the area where we hold up the sheep. I decided that instead of putting it like up there, I think it'll get crowded, so we might be able to just make a pathway straight through the trees here and lead down, so it's a bit more scenic and it uses up the space a lot better. Because this would have just been, you know, empty space, so I had to get rid of all the grass and then fill up the holes in the ground and make it look a little bit more like a flat ground and bits of ragged hills. So we're going to use this cobblestone to sort of lay out a sort of area, and then I'll put fences on top of that. So I think first of all we just want to consider how far back we want it to be. So I don't want it to be too close to start off with, but I think we want to divide them into maybe 6 different holding pens for now. So I'm thinking here for one, there for another, there for another, there for another, and so on. So we might start with here, and then we'll leave a 2 or 3. I think we'll leave a 2 because there won't be enough space. So now we'll just see where that is in line with the trees. So because the trees will obviously be an odd number because the path is through a single block. So if we want it to be through the middle here, it comes out odd. The center is probably more where this tree is. Yeah. So it'll have to be a 3 wide thing if we want it to be, you know, all fancy. So that means this will be the point here. So we'll do this. Yeah, that'll be fine. So that'll give us more space as well to walk through. So we'll have the 3 block through the center, and we'll just lay it out. So I'm just going to create these little squares and all that, and then cut back. So alright, so this is the final product. I had to chop down a couple of trees there, and I might chop this one down, I don't know. But basically it's just a 5x6 holding pen, and we have 6 of them, and I use the acacia wood to make the fence gates, 'cause it sort of stands out a little bit more. And then we just lit up the actual pens. So now we just need to get our sheep in here and dye them. Now for dye, I was thinking so we could see, oh well, you'll see what color they are anyway, but for the others, because the other ones I had a thought, and I think I'm going to make them a underground pen here somewhere. So you go down and underground, and they will be the sort of more rare colored ones, the ones that you sort of take a bit more effort to retrieve. So they will be sort of guarded underground, and these ones will be the sort of red and yellow and oranges and stuff, and blacks and whatever. So we're gonna have them out here where they're sort of easy to see, and underground they'll be in a room, so you won't see the sheep until you walk in. And to identify which sheep are in which room, we're going to have either an item frame with the wool color, or above the doorway there'll be wool to specify what color sheep is what and is in which room. So that's what we're going to do. Now I've been shearing him, George, a fair bit, and he's giving me lots of wool, so I think we have like 9 or 10 wool from him now. So there's our first sheep right there. First sheep other than George. So we're going to get him, and I think there's another one there, so we're going to grab these 2 and bring them back, and we'll put them in the holding pen. And obviously I forgot to say this, but we're going to have white sheep as well. So we're going to have a general white sheep holding pen, and we're going to have the rest will be other colors. So I often exclude white as a dye because it's just the general color, but white is a color that we need as well. So we want, oh, there's 3, but I don't want to manage 3 at a time. Sort of want to get these guys down here, so don't die if you come down. I would have liked to grab that 3rd sheep, but I think it's easier just to use 2 at a time, because I can often lose interest, so we need to wait for them all to come on. They're so retarded. Oh! Come on. That's what I mean, you can lose them. You don't seem interested, do you? Okay, we'll take you first and then we'll come back. Oh, okay. You decided to tag along and they're doing a disco. Come on. Get up here. You can do it. Alright, we're almost there. Well, we only walked like 50 blocks. Not even 50. Alright, so which I'm assuming for white we'll put them in the first pen because that's the most general pen. So we want them in here, right? Come on. So we're going in here. I wonder if you could like throw the wheat on the ground and then walk in. No, don't do that. No, don't go out, you sheep. Oh, crap. And these guys are now lovers, so they want to be together forever. But to do that, you need to stop being a retard sheep and actually get in the pen. Can you actually get in the pen? Can you get in the pen? I could just knock the fence gate out, but I just want him to walk in himself. Come on. He's like, he's disabled or something. Yes. Okay, so we have 3. Now I'm gonna eventually, when that little Tucker's grown up, we're gonna perform incest and we're gonna have to have someone breed with the baby. Which sounds so wrong in so many ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of finding like 50 different sheep, we're gonna create one big incest related family from these guys. So they're just going to keep breeding and fill up each pen. That's so wrong, isn't it? We might actually separate the baby so the mother and father can keep doing what they're doing, and the baby and this guy over there can... Okay, so we'll get this guy and we'll separate the baby, and I don't know how you speed up their growth. Do you feed them bread? What do you do? So I'll give that a go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just read that sheep... Oh, yeah, so I got that sheep as well. You can grow the animals up quicker depending on what they need to be bred with. So, for instance, a sheep needs wheat, right? So I just fed him 22 wheat. So, jeez Louise, that scared me. So now he's a big boy. So they take 20 minutes to grow up, and each time they eat the grass, it takes 10% off that time. So it takes 2 minutes off each time they eat the grass. When you feed them one, one bit of whatever they need, I think it takes yeah, I think maybe one bit of food or one wheat takes 10% off. Maybe that's right. Oh, and that, yeah, and when they eat, it takes 1 minute off. So if they eat the grass, it takes 1 minute off the remaining time, and feeding them one individual bit of food takes 10% off whatever time they have left. So that 22 just knocked it right down, and as soon as he ate, bang, he was done. So we need to separate him now, but we have no more wheat, so we need to get more. And I keep having zombie pigmen come through the portal, and so I killed him. In cold blood, obviously. I butchered him. He was just standing there, so I got golden nugget. So I just need to grab some wheat. And we have no wheat. Yes, we do have wheat. We have a farm full of wheat. Okay. So, I never harvest the wheat, by the way. I just haven't had a need to. Kind of regretting it now that I actually need the wheat, but yeah, I haven't really needed it, so I just plant them and leave it. So I'll plant those back later. So we have some more wheat now. And I tried feeding them bread, because for some reason I assumed that maybe bread, because I thought I read somewhere that bread is good for the sheep or for donkeys or some animal. So we need to get him out, and nope, just not the mum and you, and push them in, 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 push them in. Baby sheep is outside. What's he doing? He wants in. Go in. Okay. So, actually, I should have taken that sheep out. So, I think what we'll do is every time we breed two, we'll take that, we'll separate the baby from the parents and place it in a separate pen. So, these guys are in breeding mode again, so they'll make another child. I think we're gonna make the brother and sister make a new child. Okay, this is gonna be really weird, but I think that's what we'll do. So we'll just use two families, and we'll each family will give off their childs, and they will start a new family, and then we just breed. So that'll, yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Now, as far as dye goes, I want these sheep to be all white for now. They need to be white especially. So these are going to be the white sheep. They're going to be white sheep, and everything else I think can be a different color. I'm not sure. So if there's any more up there, I'm going to grab them now because I need sheep so we can start dyeing them. But if we start dyeing them now, they're going to give off babies that are going to be the same color, and we don't want that. We want white sheep so they don't make weird colored babies. We want to sort them out, and the easiest way is while they're white, because white you can turn into anything. But there's no sheep. There's no sheep. I think we just grabbed all the sheep in the area. We only grabbed 3 though. Ooh. So I wonder if there's any down here. Some mushrooms. That's weird. Okay, so there's no sheep anywhere. Which is fair enough. We're near a desert, and there's a spider somewhere. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a look for at least 2 more sheep, and then I'll see what happens. Okay, so as far as breeding goes, I just got 2 more sheep, and instead of putting them together, I separated them. So I think that'll be quicker, because then we can just get the baby straight on and another baby straight in. So I think ideally that should be the quickest way. So if I just wait 20 minutes, both of these will be grown up, and then 20 more minutes. So it takes a bit of time, but I think if I wait, I'll finish this episode up once these guys are all grown. And there's a cave under here. They're following me. Okay, so there's around this mountain there's a whole bunch of sheep, so I'm gonna go grab the rest, and we might not need to breed any, so let's do that. Oh my goodness, we've got a Congo line going. We gotta... Hey, come here. Okay. We got a Congo line, we got 3 sheep and a cow. Okay, so I've decided on the colours that we're gonna go with. I was gonna make one group of sheep white, but I've decided that that's too plain, that's too original. You can get that anyway, we don't need that in a pen here. So I've selected, I did have some extra dye here with me, and I figured out that the Azure Bluettes and the Oxide Daisy both make light grey. So if we just... Why did I do that? Shift click. Yeah, so they both make light grey dye, so plenty of light grey. But I've chosen blue, red, yellow, cactus green, purple, and cocoa beans. So I'm hoping cocoa beans are the actual dye, or do you have to make them dye? So I think you can just use cocoa beans as the individual dye. So our first ones are going to be blue and blue. Now if I leave one white, there's a chance that the offspring will be white. So we don't want 2 white sheep. And if we have 2 blue, it means we can shear them both and get twice as much. So that'll be blue. Opposites will be the red. We'll have yellow and green next. Yellow. And our cactus green sheep. I'm going to make lime sheep, I think, because I don't really like the cactus green as much. Now we'll have... I think we want purple there. Or do we want brown this side? We want purple this side. Purple. And then, can we make them brown? Yes. So we'll have brown sheep. So this is our colourful sheep farm. Or wool farm, I should say. So I have no more wheat on me right now. I ran out trying to make them grow up. So next episode, they'll be grown up and we'll be able to breed them and make lots more and get lots of wool. So this is just how we're going to go about our wool collecting. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. I've been Smerdzy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.